It's probably because I got too many things running at once.
Mm.
Yeah, I got a nasty dip in my internet. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna cut I'm gonna cut the video part on this, but I'm gonna stay on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think the video's killing. This video's killing my. How do I do that? How do I just switch it over? They changed so many settings on here. I don't even know how to. Oh, look! I could go back to the original version. Thank you. Now I'm back in the original version. Makes it a lot easier. How do I turn... Okay, I turn my camera off. How do I turn your camera off? To where it's just a... No, I don't want to leave the call. Yoink. No, not that. Because this is... You called me as a video chat, so... That's alright, we'll just run with it. I'll just have to keep an eye on my internet. If I get really choppy, let me know.
Yeah, okay.
I think me cutting my video to the Google Plus has greatly increased the... Yeah, now my kilobytes per second have leveled out. So, I'm only dropping 7% now on frames. That's not good, but it's not bad. I need to up my internet speeds at some point. That's what's killing the whole thing, is not having good upload and download speeds. Chappie's running. I just found out over the weekend he's running. What did he say? He was running. I think he was running over 100 megs a second download, and then he's pushing. I think he said 50 or 80 up. Oh, that's like insane. I can't even imagine that type of speed.
Mm. Yeah, that does sound really fast.
Oh, it is. Oh, but it is. What you got going on here? Oh. Guess who called me the other day?
Who called you?
Our good friend Scott.
Scott. Like.
Yeah. He was asking me to take him back in and mentor him, which, you know, I don't have a problem doing, like I said before, but last time I heard he was wanting to be a clothes designer or something. He wanted to design clothes, or he wanted to do shirt designs or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I understood what he wanted to do.
Yeah, I haven't called him back yet. I mean, I don't have time. You don't have... None of us have time to even mentor anybody, let alone... Yeah, I mean, I need people that can come in and just start working. And, you know, I don't mind offering mentoring here and there, and I don't mind giving advice here and there, but I need people just to jump in and start working. Because we're moving so much faster this year, and we just started this year.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got so much stuff going on, and we haven't even we have technically started the year, but I mean, we've got so much going on. Like, we're at the very beginning of the year. We're what, 18 days in on the new year, and we are slammed, and I just I need people that can just jump in and start working. And I didn't like all that drama that was going on. I don't want to bring that into the group. That's another thing that really bothers me is that what I've got set up here is an extremely professional group, and when somebody comes in and starts acting like a child, it throws everything off. So definitely need to stay away from that. But yeah, he called. I haven't had time to call him back. I'm gonna have to call him back here in the next couple days. I could give him some advice and pointers on how to get a job somewhere. You know, maybe at a screen printing shop or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, even with working at a screen printing shop as a graphic designer or graphic artist, he's got to know how to do a lot. Like, the learning curve is pretty steep. And a lot of people be like, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. Trust me, I've worked at a screen printing shop. I know what it takes. They expect you to jump in and know what you're doing. Some places will teach you. You know, they'll teach you what you need, but some places that are hiring, they just want somebody that just come right in and start working. And there's a lot to know. It's a whole nother beast.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that building's facing this way. This building's facing that way. That reminds me, I need to update Custom Comic Strip website.
Yeah, when are you gonna put in my
I'm getting
my
there.
biography?
I'm getting there. One thing at a time now. I'm getting there. No, I'll get it up. You guys sent the bios over to the email, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you
I
did.
did.
Yeah, okay. And I do have the illustration as well, so Tyler ended up doing a different type of illustration than what the look that I'm trying to go for, so I'm going to have him redraw his, which is no big deal. Probably take him like a night or whatever. So gotta have him redo his. And yeah, I'll get yours up. I gotta do that. I gotta do the Mr. Fox Books website. I gotta do so many freaking website stuff. One thing at a time. Let me get done with this ad first. I get done with this ad and I won't have to worry about anything else after that. Everything else should be clear sailing. Easy speasy. Lemon squeezy.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Aside from working on your comic book, you got any major plans this week?
None actually. I was gonna have another meet up with my associates.
Yeah.
They're pretty much just gonna talk about stuff while I'm drawing and occasionally interject with, "What do you think about this or that?" But they're both busy this week, so I don't have anything going on really.
Okay.
And I've already seen the movie that I want to see that's out right now.
Right. how's the whole comic book stuff going with the whole group? Everything going smoothly?
Yeah, everything's going real smoothly. This has actually been one of the smoothest tries we've ever had at making a comic.
Awesome.
It has been great.
I'm glad I was able to help you guys with that because I know, I mean, you know firsthand what it takes. You
Oh
know,
yeah, I mean, having the consistent vision and commitment to just stick with it is so hard to do.
especially when it's three people.
Yeah,
You know, that makes it even tougher. So that every single person you add to the equation makes it that much more difficult to keep it consistent and moving forward and all that fun stuff. But
no, yeah.
it seems like you guys are doing pretty good. I hadn't asked in a while, so I figured I'd ask in case you guys had any
Thank
other
you for checking
questions.
up.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're all in this together. Whether whether that's your guys' project or not. I mean, we're all in this together. We're all working towards one common thing, and that's succeeding as artists in general. So
I've gotten to that point where I need to get up and move around.
go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think your viewers will mind.
I have no viewers.
It's all right. They'll come along.
Yeah.
Man, my internet. What is going on with my internet? Time Warner Cable came out and looked at the line and supposedly fixed it this weekend. They came out on Sunday. Of all days, they came out on a Sunday. Kind of surprised me. I didn't think they would come
Yeah.
out on a Sunday. Apparently, the line was that, or the connection was that bad.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll get back to you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boo-da-boo. Let's see. I'm gonna mute the microphone real quick, peeps. My wife called. I must take the call. I'm just muting the mic. Ain't going nowhere. And I'm back. Sorry about that. My 4-year-old had to use the bathroom. That takes priority. Right now. It is priority number 1. Alright. Alright. Yeah. No. No. Okie dokie. Oops. Too close. How's everybody doing out there today? Hopefully you guys had a great day. And if you didn't, well, hopefully what you guys watching me create art helps cheer you up a little bit. I hope it works. That or me being stupid might make you laugh. What do you think? You think it will? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Brad. Let's see. What'd you do here, kid? What did you do? What did you do? Alright, so this building... Yow. Man, this is... Put his own touch on it. That's for sure. So I'm going to put my own touch on it. And some of you are probably like, man, he's cheating. Well, you know what? This is for a client piece. We want it to look good. I'm not going to waste the time. This is not my comic strip. I'm filling in for Brad. I have to mentor him a little bit more on inks and colors. So I am not going to be wasting my time technically doing it the right way. But sometimes you just got to take some shortcuts here and there, and that's what I'm doing. Using his photo reference to take the shortcuts. Just putting my own little flair on it. Okay, let's see. This building, let's see. Yeah, it needs to go like this. Just to kind of match some of the angles that are going on here. You know what? Screw it. Close enough. It's close enough. As long as it looks great, that's all that counts. Yeah, alright. Now I got that section figured out. I will be turning off this layer so I don't have it affect what I'm doing. That way a lot more of my style comes through. Okay. What is going on down there? That's a building. Needs windows. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez, oh Pete. A lot of work here. Okay. Let's just kind of get this stuff filled in here. Make it look like it's supposed to. I think that's going to have to be at this angle here, to be honest with you, to match the rest of the stuff that's on the roof here. Okay. you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. You could always ask by sending us an email at info at customcomicstrips.com or info at mrfoxbooks.com. Don't go to mrfoxbooks.com yet. It's not up. You're not going to see anything. I'm still working on the website, so hopefully that'll be up this month. We also have a kids... I don't want to say it's a kids only, but it's geared towards kids. It's www.customcomicstrips.club, and that's going to be for kids, drawing tutorials, stuff that they can print out in color, paper models, all that fun jazz. So we want to give back to kids. We want to inspire kids to be creative and have fun, and that's our way of doing it. So feel free to check it out. Most of the links are in the most of the links are down below, so you could go there. As soon as I get all the other links up, I haven't put the Kids Club website link up yet because that one's not done yet. That one's probably minus the content videos and coloring pages and stuff like that. It's the website itself's about 80% done, and then content. I mean, we're nowhere even near where I want to be at in content. I'd say we're probably not even 10% on content. So we'll be getting around to that. We'll be getting more content up for that website, so that way the kids have a lot more stuff to enjoy on that website. So, and it'll all be free, and I won't be spamming them with ads to buy this or buy that. So you can send your kids there. They can download and print off coloring book pages, paper models. There'll be some blank paper models where they can draw in character faces and just have a blast. So kind of wish that as an adult now, but I kind of wish when I was a kid that we had something cool like that. But you know, internet wasn't a thing when I was a kid, at least not to the public anyway. So, and no, I'm not an old fart. I'm only in my 30s, people. I'm an 80s kid. If you guys have any questions, like I said, anyway, I got all discombobulated there. You got any questions about anything? How I do something, how I do a certain technique, what kind of software I'm using, what kind of hardware I'm using. If you want to know every little detail, just ask. I don't mind answering your questions. To me, you guys aren't competition. To me, you're fellow artists wanting to learn your trade and master your trade. You're never going to truly master your trade, but you'll get good at it. That's for sure. But yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind whatsoever answering questions because I don't fear anybody. Everybody is everybody. They're not, to me, they're not competition. So I have no problem helping you guys out, even if we lose work. It doesn't bother me. Let me refresh the page here, see if we got any questions. Anybody got any questions right now? Feel free to ask in the chat. Don't be a stranger. Come on. I need to get... Oh, you know what? I got a pen right here. Right here. Keep that right there so that way I can refresh the screen a lot easier. Instead of fat fingering the screen. Well, Brad headed off. I think he had to eat dinner real quick. It's about that time. I'll be eating dinner here soon. I think when I go to eat dinner, I'll probably be done for the night as far as broadcasting, but I will be on tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day until this job's done. So, And then from there, I'll figure out what we're going to do videos on. I know you guys would like to see us put up videos on a more consistent basis. Hence why Brad's got his own personal Twitch channel going right now. So if I'm not on, he's on. You guys can check that out. At least you're seeing one of the many custom comic strip artists working on stuff. So yeah, if I had access to drag that camera over to the whiteboard, I'd show you what kind of backlog we've got that I gotta keep up on. So I would love to keep doing a lot of this content, and at some point in this year we'll have it set up to where I'm constantly putting up content. I'm putting up content on a regular basis on a schedule, and then that way you guys could just log in and know we're going to be on at this time. That's the time what we're on. So but usually right now, as of right now, with how busy Custom Comic Strip is, usually don't start streaming till about 3 o'clock. Part of it is because when I'm not streaming, I move twice as fast with the art. So I use the early part of the day to really hammer out a lot of work and a lot of detail, and I save some of the more relaxing stuff for the end of the day, so that way I can unwind before I call it quits. But like I said, feel free to send us an email. We have no problem answering anybody's questions. We love helping people. We love pointing you guys in the right direction if we don't know the answers. And we'll do our best to help you guys out as best as we can. At least get you pointed in the right direction. So some exciting news. We are going to be shooting an ad for Wacom. Any of you artists out there know who Wacom is? Here in the next couple weeks. And then I will be doing editing and animation work. So I may or may not stream that. It just depends on if we want to keep it a surprise. I might give you guys some teaser videos just to get you guys excited about. And you know what? I may record it and then release it after we release the ad to Wacom, and then that way you guys can see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. But I want it to be a surprise. I want you guys to see it and enjoy it. So I don't want to give too much away. So usually that's why we aren't live streaming, because it's hard for me to live stream and do what I do, because some client work needs to stay hush hush till it's released. So we also landed a gig with the Salvation Army, the Southern Australian branch. We will be doing a campaign for them this summer. We'll be doing art for one of their campaigns, fundraising campaigns. And stay tuned for that. I have no problem streaming that because, we're here in the United States, and it's going to be for an event. And I think we could take part in it. I'm going to try to see if they'll allow me to take part in it and see if I could get people to sponsor. Basically what it is to bring awareness to people that are less fortunate, that a can of food is cheap, and I don't know the details. It has something to do with bringing awareness to the less fortunate and letting them know, hey, a can of food is only $1. There's still a lot of nutrients in it. Don't starve. Don't waste that money on useless stuff. At least get something to eat. Or I don't know the details. Like I said, I'll have to look it up. I'll have to get on that branch's website and get into more details. But anyway, they sponsor they sponsor people, and I don't know how it all works, but I guess you have to eat soup, canned soup, for a whole week. I think every can of soup that you eat, however many sponsors you have, they donate whatever. So I'm gonna try to see if I can be involved in that. If I can, sign up for that. I don't see why I couldn't. But you never know. Maybe I'll see if I can get my friends and family to sponsor me. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, because let me tell you, eating soup, nothing but soup all week. Oof, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Oh man, I gotta tighten this thing down. Let's see, where's it loose at? Right at that joint. Give me 1 second, guys. That joint there. Where's that? Is there an Allen wrench there? Allen. Oh. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. How's there not an? Wait. Is that it right there? That's gotta be it. No. How do I tighten that? I don't think there's a way to tighten that. Oops. Oh, it's loose. Whatever. Okay. Sorry this isn't more entertaining. I mean, this is what I do. I enjoy drawing all day. Draw for clients. Get to do some really cool stuff. I get to show you guys some really cool stuff. Any of you aspiring artists out there, you get to see what it takes to do client work, to handle clients. I'm trying to pass on my knowledge and my wisdom. Again, if you get any questions, feel free to ask. Don't be afraid to ask. Ask in the chat, or go ahead and send us an email. All right. Rolling right along here. Oops. Let's see, how do I want to do the rest of this? Okay, we got buildings. Let's zoom out. Let's just zoom out and take a look here. Okay, so we need to yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. So what I'm thinking is, when I go to do color, I kind of have in my head that the light source is coming from that angle. So it'll be kind of bouncing off that, off the sides, the buildings. I'm going to do a nice clash of cold and warm colors. So like the front. I gotta learn to talk, man. The front facing part of the buildings here will be cool colors, and then the side, will be the warm colors. Be a nice contrast. And I'm thinking what I may do is do a slight gradient, like a really dark blue. No, I'll work that out later. But so I that's what I kind of envision, is this really awesome contrast of warm colors hitting this side of all the buildings and trees and everything like that, and then everything that's everything that's facing in this direction, this direction here, everything that's facing in that direction will be cool colors, and I think that would be really nice. Be a nice little contrast colors there. Anyway, I'll turn that off. Oh, I gotta check on the 3D prints real quick. Give me 1 second. They're just right behind me, so.
.3D prints away!
Kinda. So expect to see some reviews on products coming up on our YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I already unboxed everything, so I'm not going to be doing any unboxing videos. Any of you that are unboxing junkies, I'm sorry. I know you would love to be able to watch that, but I couldn't resist. I had to open it. I had to open my stuff, man. Alright, so I think I'm gonna make this arch a little bit smaller, because I think I'm gonna put a indentation, make it look like it's got an indentation here right in the middle of the building. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And we don't want that light. Basically, in the photo, this is like a lit up part, so I don't want that to be attached, to be honest with you. We'll do something like that. Alrighty. Some of these buildings, you just kind of have to run with it. That's what I'm doing. I'm running with it. Man, I wish I could listen to Pandora right now, but I would get flagged for copyright stuff. I just want to listen to music when I draw, man. Jeez, is that so much to ask? Okay, so I don't know if you guys noticed, and some of you may not have. So any of you that are watching that are artists may not have noticed, but you may have noticed. This is one thing that Brad and I are working on, and I'm trying to get him to realize is when you guys do an illustration, you don't want to make three-dimensional things look flat. So when I did that building there, it was flat. This building, see if you look, it's flat. Flat building, flat building, flat building. Flat building, flat building. And what you don't want to do is you don't want your illustrations to look so flat. So add the extra lines in there, make it look like it's a building. Make it look like there's an actual building there. Don't do like flat images or flat objects. People, it's just very unappealing to the eye. You always want to make sure that you're making your illustrations appealing to the eye. Also, you might want to think about this when you guys start doing art, or when or if you're doodling or whatever. I don't know where your skill level's at, but you need to focus on getting into the habit of being content with a drawing to a certain point. I know, like, for us artists, we're never truly happy with the end result of our art. And when I look back on the stuff that I do, I notice that kind of stuff. But when I'm in the moment, when I'm actually doing the illustration, I try not to focus on what I'm doing wrong. What I try to do is focus on what kind of detail I need to add to the illustration, right? I'm not focusing on, oh, I made this line too short, or this, that, and the other. I'm focusing more on, you know, what can I add to this illustration to make it look more interesting, more appealing. And, you know, once I'm done, then maybe I'll go back and tweak some things here and there, but I try to force myself not to focus on the negative stuff. Because you can get caught up in an illustration far too long, and if it's for a client piece, you got time limit, you got your due dates, you got everything to worry about. And if you're getting caught up on the details, just because you're not happy with the details, what you need to do is ask the client and find out what the client thinks. If the client loves it, then leave it be. You know, obviously tweak it a little bit here and there, make it a little bit extra better, but don't focus on the little stuff. Don't stress the little stuff. I used to stress the little stuff to the point where I'd get so frustrated with drawing that, oh man, I would get so heated because I couldn't get a line to look a certain way, or I couldn't get this to have this outcome. And all it did was make me a really bad artist. Like, it made me focus on the stuff that I didn't need to focus on. And you guys just need to have fun. That's what being a creative person is all about. It's all about being in the moment and having fun, creating art or music, whatever you are as a creative person, whatever you do. Are you a woodworker? Are you, I mean, you could be a creative person and be a sports player. Think about it. You know, you have like this really creative swing, or you have this really, I don't know, whatever. Think of some, whatever. Anyway, it's all about having fun. It's all about enjoying it. And if you can't enjoy the art, then you need to figure out how to. And if you can't figure out how to, you're never going to be a successful artist. Never. And what I mean by that is, you could be successful as far as getting client work and buying a house and, you know, having a family, or whatever you do, whatever your life dreams or goals are, right? You can have success that way, but what I'm saying is self success. You should have that feeling that you're satisfied with your self success, right? And I know it's hard for a lot of artists and a lot of people in general, but just don't stress over the little stuff. Don't focus on the negatives. One thing that I noticed that I used to do that might help you guys is I would mess up, or I think I'd mess up, and instead of finishing the illustration or starting it over, I would just let it be. I would never finish it. And I started finishing my illustrations and forcing myself to finish my illustrations, and I kind of surprised myself because I didn't realize that little mistake added flair, added a characteristic to this concept, or it just added that element of me into the illustration. I know Charles Schultz had made a comment one time, and I'll have to find out the exact quote for you guys, but it basically was along the lines of none of his lines were ever mistakes. They just added character to his comic strips. So, I mean, that's not the exact quote. I'm going to have to find it. It's in one of my books, my reference books over there. But, you know, if you look at Charles Schultz and his art, if you look at his line work and stuff like that, some people might say, well, it's squiggly, it's erratic, it's all over the place. And where I'm at with art, and I look at it on a daily basis, I see character, I see life. I see that the lines are bringing a whole level of excitement into the illustrations that he created. And that goes for a lot of artists out there, and you know, all the people that I look at their stuff, and it inspires me to want to create some great art and make people smile or enjoy their day. That's really my main focus. Is just, you know, we're putting stuff in people's hands that, you know, might make them smile or bring tears of joy to their face, or, you know, it just. I mean, to me, that's more than any dollar could ever amount to. I mean, I know some of you are probably like, I'd rather be rich. Fine. I mean, if that's your prerogative. I don't want it. I don't want the money. I don't want the headache of that. You know, I just want to help people. I just want to make people happy. And if that's by, you know, making illustrations and then looking at them and enjoying them or being inspired creatively, so be it. I'll be lucky if I have another 30 years left on this world, so I'm not going to stress over the little stuff anymore. I'm just going to enjoy it. And that's where I'm going to stop there. I mean, you guys can take what you will from that. Hopefully it inspires you guys to do some great things yourselves. But I was told it's time to eat dinner, so I'm going to finish off this illustration, or the inking of this illustration, real quick. And as soon as I'm done, I'm going to call it quits for the night. And then I'll be on tomorrow. Let's see. Where am I at? Let's zoom out. Always want to be going in and out of your illustration so you know where you're at. So we only got that little bit. It's no big deal. Hopefully my food doesn't get cold. Some weird sculpture thing going on here. Yoop. I don't know. I'm probably not doing this thing any justice, but that's okay. Trying my best to figure out shape. Now this is going to be an illuminated sculpture or whatever it is. So get that lit up really nice. Let's see. Let's go like that, and then we'll go like that. Probably nowhere even near what it's supposed to look like, but that's okay. I'm doing my best with what I got. Some of you might be like, well, just turn on the other layer. No, I'm not going to turn on the other layer. I'm going to do my own thing here. I only use it if I absolutely need to use it. mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get some. I'm gonna have to look at some photos, actual photos of. I think this is in St. Louis, right? Isn't that where the Space Needle is? Maybe. Don't know. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this with the building. Let's do something like this. Looks good to me. Yep. There we go. Yeah, I don't like how that looks, but it's alright. You're not going to notice it once I get ink and color in there. Or, ink and color, once I get color in there. Dang it. Oh, I hit the wrong button on the wrong thing. Not a lefty, folks. Not a lefty at all. Click. Thank you. I'm gonna have to go up and eat. Hope my dinner don't get cold. What just happened? There we go. Okay. The pen lag, if you guys are noticing that right now, the pen lag is my system. I've been having issues with either the motherboard or the video card. I can't tell which one. Some of you might say, well, it's a video card. I would agree, but I don't know at this point. I don't know which one is crapping out on me. I don't know if it's one or the other. There's some things that are indicating to me that it would be the motherboard, but it may be the video card. So we'll see. Hopefully it's neither, but it's gonna be something. And I don't like the pen lag the way it is. I'm so used. When I first set up this system, man, it was freaking fast. It was super fast. It was the best system I've ever worked on, and then something happened. I don't know if I know we had a lightning storm, but I could have swore I got everything unplugged. But I think we had a surge go through the house, and I've got battery backup, decent surge protectors. So I don't know if something got hit on the computer and fried it, or if maybe we didn't put the computer together properly when we first set it up. I have no idea, because I had my cousin come down from up north and help me set this machine up, and we had issues getting the RAID configuration running properly. The motherboard wasn't detecting the RAID. We had all kinds of issues, and That's kind of why I think it's the motherboard, but again, I don't know. So if you guys ever notice any kind of pen lag, it's never there with a good system. It's only there in my system because I've got some bad components somewhere. So one day I will fix it. What I should do is take one of my other video cards and install it in this machine, and that would tell me real quick if it's the video card or the motherboard. So I may have to do that one day. Just swap out video cards real quick just to test it out and see. So anyway, on that note, guys, I am gonna call it quits. I gotta go eat dinner. I don't want my dinner to get too cold. Like I said earlier, if you guys got any questions, feel free to follow the links below. You can get to our email address from that. Also, it's info@customcomicstrips.com or info@mrfoxbooks.com. Feel free to ask any questions. We would love to answer any questions. Help get you pointed in the right direction on things. So anyway, all the links are down below. Hit us up, like our channel, subscribe if you want to. I know it's kind of boring now, but we're still testing the waters. We're still trying to get out there and get our stuff out there, and you know, it's just going to take some time. And not every YouTuber or Twitcher is that what we call them? I don't know. Not ever all of them started out, you know, being Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, you know, doing this kind of thing. So they started somewhere, we're starting somewhere, so please bear with us, and, you know, content's going to get better. The way we present ourselves is going to get better. Everything's just going to get better. So anyway, I'm going to go eat. You guys have a good night.